All right, we're going to talk some Cardinals football and draft picks, but who better to do it with than my old friend Bo Brock from PHNX Sports. It's great to see you again.
Rumi, always good to see you, my man.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since maybe the Cardinals were last good at football.
Yeah, well, let's hope that this is changing. Well, let me start off there.
Yeah.
Do you think they've turned a corner? I love the coaching changes, the GM changes, but it's the locker room. Are these good changes?
Absolutely, no doubt about it. I think you can go as far to say that the rebuild is over. And it's been a long, drawn-out process because you went from one regime to the next. I think Monty Ossenfort, Jonathan Gannon, the culture change has been there. It's been significant. And I think they've got themselves in position to really compete this year.
And they're a tougher team, and they're a better team to watch. From a fan's perspective, just a casual fan.
Yeah.
I love the fan experience. I love the game of football, and I just think they're a team you want to cheer for.
No doubt about it. Hard-nosed, the team that comes to play, work every day, and they kind of take on maybe a little bit of their coach, the mentality that Gannon has, JG has. So, it's a young team. It's not a bunch of overpaid old veterans. It's a young group that's kind of come up together.
When you look at let's start with the first draft pick. When you got Walter Nolan, who is this great defensive tackle, big upside on him, but you partner him up, you bring in Calais Campbell. Started his career here. That mentorship, that's got to be a relationship that's really going to blossom, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it just seems like it's the perfect fit. You've got a guy that kind of has character concerns in the pre-draft process in Walter Nolan, even though the team's like, no, we've vetted this guy. And they seem to have cracked the code as far as finding the good character guys. But you bring in Calais Campbell, somebody who's done it not only in the Super Bowl run in 2008, and then also in 2015 under Bruce Arians, and then Walter Payton Man of the Year off the field, unbelievable, philanthropic.
Super character.
Yeah, the top character guy, and then still productive at his old age at 38 years old.
And the wisdom, I know it sounds silly, but from the day-to-day, if you're a rookie in the NFL trying to absorb everything that's coming in, but the character stuff on the field to make you day one ready to play in the NFL, you couldn't ask for a better guy than Calais Campbell to be the one leading the charge, right?
No, I mean, he's a guy that he's great with the media, but he's also a guy that can kind of speak softly, carry a big stick. I mean, that's Calais Campbell.
But am I wrong if I say to you the pick of the draft is Will Johnson, the cornerback, that he's the steal of the draft, and for the Cardinals to get him where they got him, that's whether he turns out to be the best player in this draft class, he is the pick in the draft. Right?
No doubt about it. 32 first-round picks. Will Johnson was a guy on the outside of the top 10. That's where he was supposed to be. Medical flag comes out late in the process, and he falls into the second round. Monty Ossenfort, Jonathan Gannon couldn't believe it. Gannon said he thought there was like a 0.002% chance he was going to get there, according to their analytical team. And they get Will Johnson at 47. He's one of the best defensive players in the draft.
For a team that wasn't, they had 16th pick, they got 2 first-round picks. I mean, really, they could have picked him at 16.
Right?
Yeah,
no, he was a guy in the conversation the entire pre-draft process. He was a star at Michigan. He was the defensive MVP of the national title game, Jim Harbaugh's last game with the Wolverines. He's sitting there, and he's the best player on that defense. Now, just because of a red flag in the pre-draft process, he's wearing a Cardinals red and white, and he's motivated. He says they're going to pay for this. And you love to hear that.
You love to hear it.
Yeah.
So what does it mean, looking at this draft class, what does it tell you that almost every single pick was a defensive pick?
Yeah, man. It was Monty Ossenfort, the general manager, wanted to flush that side of the football with talent. It's been kind of underserved the first 2 years under Jonathan Gannon. He kind of wore that burden and said, hey, you worry about the offense, get Kyler Murray up to speed, get him surrounded by talent, Marvin Harrison Jr., left tackle Paris Johnson Jr. They did that the first 2 years, and then you could see the emphasis as far as the defensive talent. Like the defensive line, I mean, they flushed that thing like more than people going and buying toilet paper during 2020. I mean, he just threw as many assets at it as he could.
But is it also sending the message that Kyler Murray and that offense are not forced to score 30 points a game to win? That now they're going to be competitive in a lower scoring game, and it takes some of the pressure off the offense, doesn't it?
It should, but there also will be a sense of pressure under Kyler Murray in this offense to perform this year, where I think that they're going to maybe create more opportunities. Where last year, I think you could argue that defense, even though it was undermanned, was the more consistent unit. But their team now with the talent to where they maybe could create more turnovers, get off the field a little bit quicker. Kyler Murray in that offense gets more opportunities to score points.
All right, got about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Give me a number. What win-loss? Give me a prediction. If everybody stays healthy.
I think everybody stays healthy. I think this team could be 11-12 win team. I mean, this is not just going to be one of those linear, hey, they go 8 to 9 wins. I think they make a pretty steady jump. They've got the schedule. strength of schedule is a little bit lighter, they should be able to take advantage of that, win about 11, 12 games.
Guy knows what he's talking about. We'll be back. Coming up, last week, the United States made its first return to